The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is back in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any hair garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn on your cameras. Good morning again, Your Honor.
Good morning again, and good morning to those of you on Zoom that I have not seen as of yet. Attorney Hazaji, I am going to do a few dismissals that were ready prior to your case being ready.
Of
Now
course.
calling the people versus, now calling the Brandy Blake, if you could turn your camera on and unmute. Who's the House Counsel?
Daniel.
Is he here? Oh, okay. He is there. The one in his car? Now calling the people versus Brandy Cherie Blake, ticket number SP 7772951, count one and 5, count 1 improper plate, count 2 operating without a license, count 3 unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Arm, on behalf of Ms. Blake.
Ms. Blake, will you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Brandy Blake.
Today is the date and time set for trial, attorney.
Yes, Judge, I believe no police officers appeared. We therefore move for dismissal.
Yes, Robin. My brother. 7772971.
I'm trying to mute myself because I'm in Judge Yancey's courtroom. Are you in Judge Yancey's
I'll
courtroom?
mute you. There you go. One more time.
SP 7772951.
7772951.
Mark Robin.
This is not coming up.
Never mind. So the court has verified that an officer has not checked in either virtually or in person on this matter. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed. It was our Officer Mark Robbins has not checked in either virtually or in person. Ms. Blake, your matter is going to be dismissed, but I just want you, without admitting or denying any responsibility, I do want you to keep in mind that you have to have a driver's license in order to drive in the state of Michigan. Also, your vehicle has to be registered and plated properly, ma'am. So you are free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Is Brown being dismissed?
It's what's this? Oh, no. It's Christopher.
Robert Christopher Berner. Okay. Mr. Berner, will you turn your camera on and unmute your phone? Well, you don't have to unmute because you won't be saying much. Now calling the people versus Robert Christopher Berner, ticket number U 395-615-171, one count of trespassing. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Arm, on behalf of Mr. Berna. Mr. Berna, state your name.
Robert Christopher Berna.
Today is the date and time set for trial, counselor.
There no officer checked in, Judge, move for dismissal.
He's too low.
Which one?
The attorney.
Mr. Arm, will you repeat yourself and loud and clear for the court reporter to hear you?
Yes, Judge. No police officers checked in on this case. We move for dismissal.
No, I do. Okay, Officer Gaines has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Berner, without admitting any guilt or denying anything, I just want you to keep in mind that you have to have permission to enter any property, particularly property that does not belong to you. You are free to go, though.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had a hold here in Tennessee from Michigan to get my license, and it was just saying before I went to trial, is that going to be resolved in the next 48 hours, do you think, in the system?
It'll be within the next 24 hours in our system, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Is that Kevin Brown? You can't call him next. That is a dismissal officer.
Kevin Brown is a dismissal.
Yeah.
Calvin.
Calvin
Calvin.
or Kevin?
Good morning.
Calvin.
Morning, Your Honor.
Well, you want me to go on mute?
No, that's okay.
Oh,
I have Mr. Vise. Do you want me to zoom? It was just in the courthouse, so I thought I'd walk down, but
Yeah,
you're
Mr.
fine.
Who?
Mr.
Vise, it's here for sentencing.
I thought I had somebody just, no.
Did you check in on Zoom?
Not yet.
Not
No.
yet? You're fine to stay. Is he here?
He's on Zoom.
He's on Zoom. You're welcome to stay,
Thank you,
if
Judge.
it's easier for you.
I thought I had somebody checking in for him, but maybe not.
A different attorney?
No,
Do you have another
maybe-
partner?
It was a lot of attorneys too. It might not be.
I wish I
Tell me
did.
your name.
Dupree?
That's right, Dupree. Okay. Yeah, that's what he told me. Okay.
We've met before, right?
Yeah.
We have.
Okay. The name sounds familiar. Face looks familiar too. Okay.
Is it possible, excuse me for interrupting, I could speak with Attorney Blakely? I hadn't had a chance to speak to him on the.
That's
with
me.
Shabazz. Yeah, I saw you. I didn't know if you, just briefly, did you get the message about fail to report?
Yeah, we will take it.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Thank you. I
Because
appreciate it.
the officer is here, so I just wanted to make sure thank you.
Now calling the people versus Kelvin Eugene Brown, ticket number SP 1408697, count 2, driving while license revoked, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket number, count 1 was disregarding the traffic device. Please state your appearance for the record.
Fine, Judge Daniel on behalf of Kelvin Brown. Mr. Brown, state your name.
Kelvin Eugene Brown.
Today is the time set for trial, counselor.
No officer has appeared on this matter. Judge, we move for dismissal.
Okay, it looks like Officer Guardiola was the officer in this case, has not checked in either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Brown, I think you've heard my speech already. No driving without a driver's license. If your driver's license is revoked, then you need to catch an Uber, sir. Or a bus, or anything other than driving, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I have one thing. I'm sorry. I had a court date June the 2nd, but I thought it was the 5th with you. And I checked in on the 5th, and you told me when I come on the 21st to mention that.
Did you mention it to my clerk when you checked in, or are you just mentioning it now?
When I checked in, I never really checked in. It just went straight to the you put me straight in the room, and then I told the lawyer about it, but he was like, that ain't got nothing to do with right now.
What is it?
Really? Why would
Yes.
you say that?
Mr. Arm,
Yes, Judge. I just said it's not on the docket. What I told him, I said you have to check with the clerk because I don't know what other cases he has.
okay, but just for efficiency, if someone tells you that we told them that we will hear their case on this date, then at least give us a heads up so that we can call the case all together. Now we have to wait. Mr. Brown, give us one moment, please.
Okay.
Attorney Hazaji, are you ready to proceed on your matter?
We are ready.
Are we waiting for Paula Cole to come back though on your case?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
It is. It's a Mr. Calvin Brown. It's a warrant for supplying person.
Okay, Mr. Brown, give me 1 second. I'm gonna do this one case and then we'll have to set aside a warrant in your matter and set this matter for another date.
Okay,
Or
no
we may
problem.
not have to. What is it for?
Supplying post information.
We need Mr. Costa.
I get it.
All right. Now calling the people versus Pierre is it D'Angelo? D'Angelo Blakely, ticket number SP 1296435, count 1, turning left from a center lane, count 2, failure to stop at a stop sign, count 3, failure to disclose CCW, or failure to disclose to an officer that he or she is carrying. Please state your appearance for the record.
Rami Hijazi, P 82830 on behalf of Blakely.
These other 3 cases were dismissed because of the officer.
And is Blakely present?
He's not, Your Honor. I'm gonna ask this court to waive his presence.
For what purpose?
He's here.
He's here?
He's in the breakout room.
Okay. He's here, Mr. Have you talked to your client?
Oh, I have not. I was told that he was not here. And I think these are civil infractions, Your Honor.
They are.
Failure to immediately disclose?
Yeah. them all.
Okay. I'm gonna move him into the main session.
Okay. Can I speak with him then in the breakout room just so I could prepare him on what to say to you, Your Honor?
I won't even need to talk to him. You can speak on his behalf.
Okay.
He's not.
Unless, are you taking a plea right now?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to
Then
go in
yes,
the room and get him.
you can just go into breakout room 5. No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, it's not 5.
I'll put you in there now, attorney. It's in breakout room number 9.
Thank you.
And then before you come out, make sure that he knows to come out as well.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Calvin Brown. You have a-
6-month delay.
For who?
Calvin Brown.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to print it out now.
So, Mr. For Calvin Brown, there's a warrant that we were gonna hear today because he missed his court date on June 2nd. You can do a motion to set aside the warrant and the offer that the prosecutor has given. It's actually the charge was failure to
Supplying false information.
supplying false information to an officer. And Mr. Goss has been willing to give a 6-month delay sentence.
Okay, so can I take a breakout room with him?
Yes. Mr. Ogletree, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, if my client is here, I don't see him on here, Mr. Birch.
You have 2 clients today, Mr. Ogletree?
I do.
So-
Mr. Birch, I don't believe checked in. I know only Dale Brown checked in this morning.
Do you want me to pull Dale Brown into the main session?
If I could talk to Mr. Dale Brown 1 moment, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in room 19. He's in room 19. Give me 1
Yeah,
moment.
could I bring Mr. Birch in by my through my phone? Do it that way, or
Can you have him call in or no?
he said he tried to call in before, and
Was he late? Was he late?
Me and him spoke probably like 3 times today, and one time he called. Let me see. Last time I spoke to him,
Right, he called you, but did he come into the courtroom is what she's asking.
yeah, he said he tried to come into the courtroom, but let me see what time. Last time I spoke to him was 9:21, and before that was 8:56.
Let me see if one of these is him. Mr. Calvin, we're gonna put you into a breakout room so you can speak to an attorney. You'll be in room 3.
Oh, okay. I see.
That was here.
He just left out.
Which
Is this
room?
client back?
Room 3, attorney.
Mr. Brown, Mr. Armour, we ready to proceed on Calvin Brown?
Yes, we're ready, Judge.
Attorney Hazaji, what were we waiting on?
I spoke to my client and I got his permission also to waive his presence, so I can just proceed with the deal now. He's not gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right. I'll do that one first, and then Mr. Arm, since we have you for the day, I'll do the Calvin Brown next. Now recalling the People versus Pierre D'Angelo Blakely, ticket number P1296435, count 1, passing on right, count 2, stop or failure to stop at an intersection, count 3, failure to immediately disclose to an officer that he or she is carrying a weapon. Please state your appearance for the record.
Rami Hijazi, P82830 on behalf of Mr. Pierre Blakely.
Officer Abdul Shabazz, badge number 1140, Trade Police Department.
Thank you, officer. One moment, it looks like it's a duplicate. This is just a duplicate ticket. I just wanted to make sure that he didn't have any additional matters that.
I think there is an additional matter, Your Honor, but there were misdemeanors for driving in a vehicle that was unregistered. I saw it in the docket. Not in the docket, I should say, in the case search on your website.
Okay, if it's not on, well, it's not in his file and it's not on the docket, so we'll just
Right.
handle what's on the docket today. And
Sure.
if it's the one coming up for a future date, we'll handle that
Of
at
course.
that time. Okay, so today. Do I want you to look for that one? You want to shred these, or do we have, we want to shred these?
They have warrant status.
Oh, the other ones are in warrant status, Mr. Hazaji, so.
Okay.
You can set aside the warrants, but he needs to probably be present for those. Obviously, he has to be present. They're misdemeanors.
Okay. I thought on the 9th he went down and paid a bond, if I remember correctly. That's what I have in my notes to release the warrant.
Did he pay a
I
bond?
scheduled it.
He paid a bond probably on the ones that he's in court for today.
Okay. Then, Your Honor, maybe can we do this? I guess put these on the record. I can have them come back on, so that way we could set the bond or the warrant aside.
Are you gonna want to get a plea agreement from Mr. Goss for these additional ones? What are they?
No, we could just schedule it another date.
Unregistered vehicle.
Okay, it's a driver's license and an unregistered vehicle. If you're gonna have him come back on, I'd rather just get them done.
Yeah, that would be nice if we can. I just didn't know if you had the time, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah, we'll make the time so that we don't have to do it later. Rather get it done now than have him come back. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna first check his SOS as well.
He has a license.
Okay, and his driver's license and an unregistered vehicle?
Right. So
And what were we going to do with the one that he had today?
We were actually gonna tender a responsible plea for 2, and then the other one was gonna get dismissed.
2 out of 3 was gonna be a plea.
Yep.
So the registration, will you find out from him if he has a registration? Have him get back on, find out if he has a registration. And then we can dismiss the driver's license ticket since he does have a driver's license now. And then the registration is to be determined.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right. He has a driver's license, Mr.
Here, Blakely does.
No, what about him?
He does not have one.
So are we getting Mr. Goss in here for him?
Yes. And I'm printing out this SOS.
Okay. All right. And then buys, oh, you're ready for buys as well.
Yes, Judge, but I think you got to review those reports.
Read the reports.
And while you're doing that, I'll work them up.
Thank you.
This appearance on the record.
Officer Shabazz, you've made your appearance on the record. If you'd like to leave, you're welcome to do so. Well, what about those additional tickets? Is he the officer? One moment. Wait 1 second, officer.
Yes. Your Honor, in my recollection, I wrote on did write improper
You did.
driver's license, but I think that was taken care of the last hearing we had.
Yeah, you did. He wrote both of these tickets, improper license
So,
and drug.
so will you just stick around just in case Attorney Goss has or wants to talk to you about this next plea agreement, the ones that are in warrant status?
If you like to, Your Honor, I'll say.
Huh?
If you like to, Your Honor, I'll just say.
Yeah, I can't vote.
I didn't hear him.
I didn't hear you, Officer Shabazz.
Yes, Your Honor, if you like to, I can stay.
Okay, thank you. What are you saying?
Mr. Ogletree, are you ready for your clients now?
Yes.
Okay, so only one of them. You bring him out the room? Why he
So
didn't come
Mr.
out?
Brown was there and I talked to Mr. Burt. Mr. Burt apparently is in the waiting room, the way he described it. I mean, not waiting room, but he's waiting to be let in.
Yeah, because he was late, so that's probably what happened. Yeah.
What's his first name?
Mr. Brown or Mr. Birch?
Stephen Birch. I just let the person in, see if this is him.
Okay.
Can you go and tell your client Dale Brown to come in? If you guys were ready, he should have came out, right?
So your honor, he sold that car, so that's why it's no longer, there's no way for him to register it. So whatever we could do, I guess we'll speak with the prosecutor maybe.
Yeah, we just called Mr. Goss in to speak to you and to also speak to Mr. Dupree for this in person. So as soon as he's done with that one.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Stephen, is that you?
Yes.
Birch? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right.
He's the one we did this for.
Is it? Oh,
It's a Monday.
oh,
It's a Monday, kind of Wednesday.
I thought I just had him.
Hello?
Put your phone on mute, sir.
I'm sorry.
You are in court. Please keep that in mind. Please put all your phones on mute until your case is called. Thank you. Mr. Birch, that goes for you. Put your phone on mute until your case is called, sir. Thank you.
Who is your first? Oh, that's the one that we're getting ready to call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set this on the side. Now calling the people versus Stephen Lamar Birch, ticket number Z 8088701, one count of BAC of 0.17 or more. Please state your appearance for the record.
Aaron Ocha, about for Mr. Birch. Mr. Birch, please state your name.
Stephen Lamar Birch.
Counselor, today is the date and time set for pretrial. How would you like to proceed?
Yeah, the prosecutor's given an offer, if Mr. Birch pleads, they'll reduce the current charge to operating while intoxicated. Mr. Birch wishes to avail himself to the offer.
Okay, and Mr. Birch, is that your understanding of the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
You had an opportunity to talk to your attorney in the breakout room. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth?
Well, one moment, Your Honor. Mr. Goff said he could plead no contest due to lack of memory. It's my mistake, sorry. No contest to the charge.
Oh, you could put your hand down, Mr. Birch. Okay, so the court is going to enter and I've already asked you were advised of your rights. We've gone through that. However, the court, instead of entering a guilty plea or having you or having to make a factual basis, we will enter a no contest plea due to lack of recollection. Mr. Birch, I'm also going to place, well, you're gonna need to see someone over in probation to do a pre-sentencing investigation report. So I have you return for sentencing on July 26th at 8:30 a.m. While you're still out on, the court is gonna continue your $0 personal bond. And while you're out on bond, the conditions are still the same if they have not given them to you as of yet. You are not to be driving, no police contact. You are not to be driving, I'm sorry, while drinking. Do you even have your driver's license?
Not that I'm aware of, ma'am.
Okay. So if your driver's license were revoked or taken or restricted, then you must drive within the confines of those restrictions, and no police contact, no further tickets in the time that you're waiting for sentencing. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
If you could send a chat, she sent you a chat, my clerk sent you a chat. I need you to respond to that chat with your phone number so that someone from the Department of Probation can contact you for your investigation report.
And your address too, sir.
Your current address and phone number.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
see the chat? Do you see the chat?
I don't.
You don't see a chat?
No, ma'am.
Are you using a cell phone or are you using a computer?
Cell phone.
Are you looking in the Zoom app and then did you see like just the three dots?
It should be a little, yeah.
It should be three dots.
I do see a 3 dot. Yes, ma'am.
Click on that and then you should look for chat. It should be like a chat option. Somewhere on there you need to find it.
Yes, ma'am. I do see it.
Okay, and then you should see where I chatted you. I just reply back to my chat that I sent to you. Don't reply all, just reply back to only that chat.
Okay.
That's it.
And you want me to just reply with my address, right?
Well, what does
And
it say?
phone number.
What does it say on the?
Let me see. Okay, yes. Yes, okay, no problem.
Your phone number and your address, right? Okay.
Okay.
Can I just open it?
Your Honor, if I can add something, it's my understanding that that his driver license has been taken. So he would have to try to go to maybe the police department and get a paper one. He hasn't had one since the alleged date and time of this incident.
Okay,
So
That's
that's
what he-
roughly about 10 months.
okay. So then there will be no driving until he gets until he gets the driving record or the driver's license back. You got it?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, Mr. Birch, I'm gonna go on to another case, but I need, before you log off, you need to make sure that we have that information, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just because I have a new address, so I'm just making sure my information is right with the address.
Okay,
805 Lincoln Street.
can you put him on mute?
Or Mr. Overtree, if you can you just send me his information and do you have it?
I have his phone number. I can get his address. No problem. I'll call him if you want him to log off, and I just get it from him.
And you could just chat it to me.
Great, that's fine. No problem.
I'll chat you first, so that way you know.
You ready on your other matter, Mr. Ogletree?
Yes.
Now calling the People versus Dale Rayshawn Brown, ticket number SP 140-13841, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 142-3722, count 1, unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, I believe. One moment, please. Count 3 is consuming marijuana while operating a motor vehicle, motorboat, or ORV. Also, ticket number SP 142-45681, one count of narcotics drug violation. Ticket number SP 142-45741, one count of seatbelt violation. Ticket number SP 142-45742, one count of improper equipment. Please state your appearance for the record.
Yes, Aaron Otree, I'm out for Mr. Dale Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name and unmute yourself.
Dale Brown. Dale
Today's
Brown.
the day.
Yeah.
Today's the date.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Council.
No, I was gonna say what the offer is, and what he was to accept the offer. The city of Detroit is saying in regards to their tickets, if he pleads to improper play and improper equipment, they'll dismiss the balance of theirs. And then in regards to the state, they say they will reduce theirs to disorderly conduct, and they will give a delayed sentence of 6 months. He wishes to avail himself of the offer.
Okay, tell me the ticket number. Tell me the ticket number, please.
For the
5742 improper equipment.
so for the state one is SP 142372230M.
That's the state one.
Yes, the state.
Disorderly.
And then the count 2 of that one, and that same ticket, we can do that one too.
Okay, that's the one you want to do improper play on.
Maybe count 1, I guess.
All right, Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Attorney Ogletree, will you voir dire your client?
On the date and time, there was issue with your seatbelt in terms of the proper equipment, the seatbelt failure.
Yes.
And in regards to the proper plates, that was because of the insurance wasn't valid at the time.
No.
So, okay, so it wasn't valid at the time, correct?
Equipment, improper equipment 742.
Okay, and in regards to the drug violation, you did have possession of marijuana at the time throughout the vehicle.
I have that one.
There was inside the vehicle, correct?
742.
Yes.
No further questions. And
Okay, Mr. Brown, I just want to turn your attention to the appropriate day or the actual date. This occurred on or around January 21st, 2023. Is that correct?
Yes.
And were you on Finkel and Braille Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you were in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Satisfied on ticket number ending in 3722 count 3. The court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Brown for disorderly conduct. And then ticket number ending in, that's the one I need. Okay, and then the ticket, Mr. Brown, on the improper equipment, you've already been voir dire by your client on that one. I'm gonna enter a responsible plea on your behalf for improper equipment. For the disorderly conduct, I'm assessing fines and fees of $190. And for the improper equipment, let me find that.
Oh, see, I pulled the other stuff. Oh,
Is this the in-person one?
I just bring.
Oh, no, I thought it was, I thought I had to go there. But I don't see the improper. Where is my other thing? What is, oh, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Mr. Goss.
Okay, and so the improper equipment is gonna be 120. Are you able to make those payments within the next 2 weeks?
The 120 and what else?
It's a 190 and 120 total is $310. Can you make those payments within the next 2 weeks?
Can you give me like a little bit longer? I just have to get caught up on my car note.
I can give you 30 days, July 21st. It's due by July 21st. If
Yes,
you
Your
haven't
Honor,
made the payment by July 21st, then you need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
I can definitely pay that by July 21st.
Okay. You're free to go.
thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, at 190.
And in regards to Mr. Burks, I did put that in the chat. His phone number and address they gave me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Overtree.
All right, thank you. Take care.
He sent it to you. You verified it?
Yeah. he sent it to me. You're right, that water it was already open. I don't know what water.
I don't drink.
It wasn't a quart, it was a smart one. Somebody had already drunk it. I saw lipstick, I was like, oh yeah.
And she don't relax it.
Attorney Earl keeps saying this again. Okay, so we're ready to proceed with your matter, Attorney Ramey, correct?
You know what I didn't do it on that last one?
I think I still have to speak with the prosecutor regarding the 2 misdemeanors.
Oh, that's right. He's here right now. Give me one moment.
Okay, thank you.
Attorney, does he have a new vehicle with registration?
I can ask him that question.
Oh, wait, this is that last one. I just went on a lazy interpretation because I did not assess it. Wow, you saw.
I thought you said 190, 190, and 120.
I'll say 190, 120. I didn't address that.
You want to do Mr. Brown?
I wanted to do five, but I gotta read this thing.
But he's not in here anyway, so I
Oh.
want to do Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Who's Mr. Brown?
You said no contest.
We gotta set his warrant aside. It's just on this one.
Yes, the one I just gave you.
Now calling the people versus Kelvin Eugene Brown, ticket number P 1422647, one count of supplying false information and or ID to a police officer. Please state your appearance for the record, counselor.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Arm on behalf of Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown, will you state your name for the record?
Open Eugene Brown.
Okay. So this ticket was actually up on, I believe, June 2nd. Mr. Brown did not appear in court, therefore this matter went into warrant status. Mr. Arm, what's your pleasure?
Judge, we have received an offer by the people. However, my client rejects that offer and wishes to set it for trial.
Okay. Are you requesting for this warrant to be set aside?
Yes.
The court is going to set aside the warrant, enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Brown, and set this matter for trial on July 25th at 8:30 a.m. We will also assess a $0 personal bond in this matter. Mr. Brown, you are free to go. We'll see you on your trial date on 7/25/23 at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good- You too.
All right.
In your honor, my client does not have a vehicle because his license was suspended. I'm not sure when the Secretary of State lifted that, but he does not have one currently.
Is Mr. Garson here?
He said an improper plate.
Improper plate if he doesn't have. Okay, so the plea is improper plate on that one, Mr. Hazaji.
Okay, and then I think there's one more, right? The driving.
He has a license. We ran his license and he has a
Okay.
license.
Okay. Does that
I
mean
thought
that
he just didn't have a license though.
he
But go
didn't?
ahead.
Yeah, he didn't until he hired me. I think we removed the abstract
Oh.
that caused it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Improper. So it's improper plate is being offered instead of unregistered.
Improper plate, correct.
And I think, wasn't there the last misdemeanor was driving on a suspended license? So I'm not sure what the offer would be, just so I could relay it.
That one is going to be dismissed. He has a
Okay.
valid license.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to assume. Do you need Pierre to be on the line, given that all these are
Yeah.
civil infractions?
No, they're not all civil.
They're not all
infractions.
civil infractions.
The one he's pleading to now is going to be a misdemeanor.
Okay, so I'll get him on.
That's the one. Are we setting aside a warrant for that one?
Yep.
We also need to set aside his warrant for that.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna get him on.
Trying.
How much more of you guys' docket do you have? Frank Murphy just called me and they want me over there. I'm wondering if I should run there and come back, or you won't.
No, don't leave.
Don't leave.
Just hold on.
What did we decide on your one? On
I see someone on here that says Zoom user.
All right, I'm ready.
May I ask who this person is?
Judge, the only thing is for him. Well, I was gonna ask for community service in lieu of fines and
Hi, my
costs.
name is Peter.
Jaquita Braxton? Wasn't your court
Not like
here
this.
proceeding was yesterday?
Do we have?
No, it was scheduled actually, I thought for today at 8:30.
Okay, ma'am.
What time
well,
did she get here?
Yeah, I didn't have you checked
What
in
time did
this
she get here
morning.
today?
Yep, I didn't check in. Actually, I was on the screen and I was on here at 8:30, but I was just like literally let in.
No, because I didn't have anyone here at.
We let everyone in before 8:30.
I was sitting and on the Zoom and it kept just, my screen was loading and it was saying waiting.
I don't, Miss Braxton,
Okay.
I don't have you on a docket for today. And I'm thinking I saw your name for yesterday. So let me just check.
Okay.
Spell your first name.
My first name is Jaquita and that's Quita.
Say it one more time.
Let him do community service for him.
Never mind, because your phone is breaking up, ma'am. I can't hear you. I think you chatted it to me.
She has to wait. I'm so sorry.
So it was illegal.
August 16th, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Your date is not scheduled until August the 16th at 8:30.
Can we bring Mr. Bias back out if he's back? Or out?
Did you hear me?
You said it's August 16th?
It's August the 16th.
Wow, was it rescheduled or something?
I don't know, ma'am, but it's August the 16th. That's what day I see here in this screen for all your matters. Everything is scheduled for August the 16th.
Okay, and can you give me a time for that, please?
8:30.
8:30. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
I move, Mr. Bias.
Judge, we also have Darnell Boyer.
Yes.
Oh, try again.
Okay, so starting over with this case, that's why he was talking. Now calling the people versus Patrick Buys, ticket number Z8087271, one count of operating while visibly impaired, amended from operating while intoxicated, first offense. Please state your appearance for the record.
Matthew Dupree, P80132. For the defendant, Mr. Bias, would you state your name, please?
Patrick Matthew Bias.
Today is the date and time for sentencing. Counselor?
That is correct, Judge. We have reviewed the pre-sentence investigation report. It is accurate. We broadly speaking join with the recommendation of probation. There is one term that we would disagree with, which is random drug alcohol testing. The defendant has been on bond for an extended period of time. There haven't been any issues. This is his first offense. I believe both probation and an independent evaluator that we had to do an assessment determined that he does not have the substance abuse problem. So we just don't think the drug alcohol testing is warranted in this case. I believe the offense date here was pretty much a year ago at this point.
Has he done random testing since then? Since he's been waiting sentencing?
I believe, Mr. Bias, you were testing over the last year, right?
No.
I'm misremembering because he was not randomly tested, but he was tested at the time of the substance or of the probation interview, and all he tested positive for was marijuana, which he has a prescription for.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say prescription. It's not technically a prescription. It's a
Medical.
medical marijuana
marijuana card.
doctor's recommendation, but it can't be a prescription because to be a prescription, it has to be federally approved.
And is not federally approved. Okay. But he was in fact drinking on that day, the day in question. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. He was intoxicated when he was operating motor vehicle, absolutely.
Okay, so I am probably gonna split the baby in this case and order him to submit random alcohol drug screenings once a month for how long? It's a 12-month probationary period, so for the 6 months. As long as he tests, as long as the 6 months is negative, then we won't continue the alcohol testing, random testing. If he's positive for any, he's doing it for the entire, I'm increasing it to twice a month and for the entire duration of the probation.
That makes sense, Judge. Thank you.
And I'm also gonna order you, Mr. Bias, to attend alcohol highway safety education level 1, attend the victim impacts panel, view the consequences video, submit to, we've already discussed that instead of submitting to alcohol drug screening twice a month, you will submit to a screening once per month for 6 months. If you test positive for alcohol within the first 6 months, then I will increase that to twice a month for the duration of your probation. You shall not be in possession. Well, as long as your medical marijuana card is valid and up to date, you are okay. But if at any point in time your medical marijuana card expires, you are not to be in possession of any marijuana. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and you shall not use or possess any other illegal substances, and that includes alcohol, knowing that it's legal, but you are not to do it while you're on probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and the court is going to sentence you to the 12-month probation.
Thank you, Judge. Mandatory state costs.
Well, the probation is gonna have some state costs and fees, some fees on their end. I am going to, are you working, Mr. Bias?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the court is gonna assess $250 in fines and fees, and you have until the 12 months to pay it. You return here in the next 3 months for a probation review, and that will be on September 21st at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have that September 21st at 8:30.
2024,
Huh?
12 months, 2024.
No. This is a 3-month review.
Oh.
A review. So this year, September 21st of this year at 8:30, sir. Just for probation review. And if that's satisfactory, I'll allow, because I want to see the random alcohol screenings at that time.
Thank you.
Okay, you're free to go.
Okay, give your P number again.
801.
Mr. Bias, you are free to go. Your attorney should be in contact with you just to probably review some of the conditions of your probation.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
We
Your Honor.
also need you got his contact info for probation?
I think I still have it from last time.
Did you give us his contact number? Okay,
If not,
you're free to go.
email me, you know.
Okay.
Good luck over there.
Thank you. So will you email me the probation order once it's, Sato's been telling us we're always supposed to be getting probation orders.
No.
Yeah. Sato does. Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a good-
Have a good one, Judge. Thank you.
All those notes, you want me to rewrite them on
No,
You
it's
want
on
me
that,
to keep
it's on that report.
except for the 2 times a month person? Okay. All right, who's next? Blasi.
We're going back to.
We're going back to Blakely.
Yes.
All right, we have everything in order for Blakely now?
I think so, Your Honor. He's online now. He's just on mute right now. Mr. Blakely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
Start your camera too, sir.
and there was an additional case? Is there an additional case on Blakely that I need to set aside a warrant on?
Yes.
Can I have the ROA or something for it? Now recalling the matter of Pierre D'Angelo Blakely, P 1296435. Count 1, passing on right. Count 2, stopping or street or intersection, failure to stop. Count 3, failure to immediately disclose to an officer that he or she is carrying a weapon. We also have one that is in warrant status, which was I believe driving without a license and unregistered vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Rami Hijazi, P82830 on behalf of Pierre Blakely.
Mr. Blakely, please state your name for the record.
Pierre Blakely, I'm here for myself.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date and time. Well, actually, Mr. Hazaji, we'll discuss the one that is in warrant status first. What's your pleasure?
Your Honor, I'm asking the court to set aside the warrant. Mr. Pierre Blakely is present right now, and I believe we've reached a resolution. I know that my client is ready to move forward with that resolution.
Okay, the court will set aside the warrants in those matters, on those two matters. And enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Blakely, continuing the $0 bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What, is there a global offer on all?
Yes, there is an offer.
Can you tell me what it is?
Yes, Your Honor. For driving while suspended license, my understanding is that one will be dismissed, given that Mr. Blakely does have a valid driver's license today. Let's see here. For failing to immediately disclose to officer that he or she is carrying a weapon, and you'll have to help me with this one, what it was reduced to, but there was a offer tendered by the state prosecutor for failing to, and if you have to fill me in on what it was, but
Is Mr. Goss on?
He wouldn't know. That came from Ms.
Oh,
That was-
it came from the state prosecutor?
I'll tell you. Hold on one second.
And these were two additional, oh, okay, two different ones, two different dates.
Oh, sure.
It's on the same. All right, so, okay, it'll be the lesser of the failure to disclose. I got that. And then what's
Okay.
the other?
And for the civil infraction matters, it looks like we have a stop sign issue and pass on right issue. My understanding is one of them will be dismissed. I'm not sure which one the prosecutor chose. And the other one will be amended to a limited access speed 6 to 10 over with 1 point abstracting on Mr. Blakely's record.
I'm gonna dismiss the passing on right, and
Okay.
the stop and failure to stop will be limited access 1 to 10, you said?
Yes, sorry, limited access speeding 6 to 10 should be 1 point that way. Yep.
All right, and then what are we doing with the driver and unregistered untitled vehicle?
Your Honor, it would be
Improper plate?
reduced to improper plates. Yep.
Okay, is that your understanding of the plea, Mr. Blakely?
Yes, ma'am.
You had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this the case that Officer Shabazz is on?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Jesus. Good morning again, Officer Shabazz. We are now on the record for the Pierre Blakely matter. Would you like to state your appearance or your name for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Shabazz, badge number 11940.
Officer Shabazz, you have to speak a little more clearly for the court reporter to be able to translate.
I'm sorry. Officer Shabazz, badge number 11940, Trey Police.
1194. Did you
that's
say
correct.
Officer Shabazz, badge
Yes.
number 11940?
1194. 1194.
Thank you, Officer Shabazz. And I'm not sure if you're aware of the plea.
I'm aware of the plea, Your Honor.
Okay. So I was just in the middle of getting ready to voir dire Mr. Blakely. Mr. Blakely?
Yes.
Okay, and so you understood your rights. No one threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything in exchange for a guilty plea, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. I'm going to turn your attention to December 31st, 2021. Were you driving a 2015 black Cadillac?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Chicago Boulevard and Rosa Parks Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And the vehicle that you were driving, did it have proper registration and title for the vehicle?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor. And I know that Mr. Blakely has a statement for you, but prior to sentencing, if that's okay, I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay, so the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of improper plates on ticket number ending in 2527, count 1. On the other ticket, Attorney Hazaji, do you stipulate to the four corners of the ticket on a factual basis?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And do you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissals in the entire, all of these tickets?
I do stipulate, Your Honor.
Thank you. So the court is also going to enter a responsible plea on behalf of Mr. Blakely for limited access 6 to 10 over and failure to immediately, no, I'm sorry, that was failure to disclose that he or she is carrying a weapon. Did you get that one?
I'm doing it now.
Okay. So for the failure to disclose, I'm going to assess a fee of $220, Mr. Blakely. For the improper plate, I will assess a fee of $190 because these are they're gonna start racking up pretty soon. And then for the limited access 6 to 10 over, it's a statutory fee of $135. So it's a total of $545. How long do you need to pay that, Mr. Blakely?
Can you
Oh, I'm sorry. I believe you had a statement to make before. I do apologize, Attorney Hazaji.
Oh, it's
You
okay.
have a statement that you'd like to make before we render a final decision on your fines and fees?
yes, ma'am, I do. I actually just wanted to say, I thank you for the opportunity to even speak in the courtroom. And I'm happy that I finally got a chance to get this matter resolved. It's been a long journey for me and a big issue. And it's been hindering my life in so many different ways. And I'm grateful for all the different amendments that you have given me to reduce the tickets down and make sure I didn't get any points and too many long suspensions. However, the fees are a bit much for me at this moment because I haven't been able to drive and do the things I needed to do and take care of my family the way I could have because I didn't have a driver's license. So if it is any way that you can help me out with not so many fees, I would be greatly appreciative of that.
Working currently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because so we dismissed 3 matters today, right? We set aside your warrant, we dismissed 3 of the matters. And on 2 of the matters, I went as low as I possibly could go statutorily. On the other matter, what you could do, I guess, is community service in lieu of paying, if you'd like to do that. I don't know if you have time for that, but it would be 50 hours. I would do 50 hours of community service in lieu of the $545.
That's fine.
Would you be able to commit to 50 hours of community service within the next 3 months?
Yes.
Okay. So you have until September 21st to complete 50 hours of community service. Mr. Hazaji, can you send the clerk his phone number? You need a phone address.
Absolutely. I'm going to type it in right now, Your Honor.
So you'll do community service of 50 hours and you'll have until September 21st to complete it.
Do you require a specific community service, Your Honor?
No, once he sends his phone number, the Department of Probation will contact him to set up the community service.
Okay.
They'll set it up with him. And then you'll return here on September 21st at 8:30, sir.
September 21st at 8:30.
Yeah.
Proof of completion. He has to have the proof that he completed the 50 hours.
Thank you,
You
Your
got
Honor. I
that?
appreciate that. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that concludes this matter. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And his phone number is in the chat now. I'm not sure if you
I
you
have
can
it.
see it.
I have
Oh,
it. Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, wait. Are we ready to proceed on Mr. Rashard Burton?
Yes, Judge.
No, I don't need anything. I do need something, I'm sorry. I need Boyer, just Boyer, Daniel Boyer. Now calling the People versus Rashard Jordan Burton, ticket number P1441728, count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Arm on behalf of Mr. Rashard Burton. Mr. Burton, state your name, please.
Mr. Burton, please come off mute, turn your camera on, and state your name for the record.
Rashard, my name is Rashard Burton.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for pretrial, Attorney Arm.
Yes, Judge, I screened valid documentation, license, and insurance by my client. Move for dismissal.
Yes.
Okay, so the court has verified that the driver's license is valid, and an officer of the court has verified the insurance is valid. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Burton, make sure you're keeping those documents in the car with you at all times, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Do they hate for me to write on the front of the ticket?
It's going up to the 6th one.
Okay.
It's going to the 6th one.
All right, Mr. Boyer. It's a lot of stuff in this file for Mr. Boyer.
He has a lot of tickets.
It's on the docket. Okay. All right. Now calling the People versus Darnell Boyer, ticket number SP119444441. One count of improper license or driving without a license. Ticket number SP126663261. One count of improper plates. Ticket number SP132430441. Strike that. SP1324304. Count 1, driver's license suspended. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP1333203. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP133322241. Driving while license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Good morning, Daniel Arm on behalf of Mr. Boyer. Boyer, state your name, please.
*6 to unmute yourself, Mr. Boyer. Press *6 on your phone to unmute yourself and state your name for the record, Mr. Boyer. Moving on to the next case, Mr. Boyer, when you figure out how to unmute your phone, let us know and we'll recall your matter. Now calling the People versus Robert Mark Burns. You can step up to the podium, sir. Mr. Arm, I wanted to give you a heads up on this case. We had someone in the courtroom, an attorney in the courtroom today, Attorney Dupree, who did advise Mr. Burns, who walked in this morning. I believe he's having difficulty logging into Zoom. So we allowed him to come into the courtroom. Mr. Dupree did advise him of his rights, and he also was able to tender a plea. In this matter, the original, I'll tell you what the plea is, and then I'll tell you what the original charge is as soon as I find it on the docket. But the original charge was, the plea is to plead to 2 improper plates and dismiss the rest. So he would be pleading guilty to 2 improper plates and dismissing all other matters. And the original charges was unregistered, untitled vehicle, driver's license revoked, and no insurance. Do you have any questions, Mr. Earn? Okay. Now calling the People versus Robert Mark Barnes, ticket number SP 1446438, count 1, unregistered, untitled vehicle. Count 2, driver's license revoked, driving while license revoked. Ticket number SP 1446439, 1 count of no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record. Counselor,
Good morning, Daniel, on behalf of defendant.
will you state your name for the record, sir?
Robert Barnes.
Today was the date and time set for pretrial. Mr. I just discussed the plea with you, and Mr. Barnes, are you willing to accept the plea that was offered to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Dupree out in the lobby. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes,
Did you understand your rights? Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
no, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Actually, I should probably have had at least one of these ready. 2 improper plates,
Mhm,
and he has driver's license now?
mhm.
Okay.
No, not him. It's somebody different. He does not have license.
So how is the plea just a plea with 2 improper plates?
I don't know. That's what Mr. Gosson and they came up
You know
with.
about driver's license?
Mhm.
Okay. So I am going to be using ticket number 6439 for one of the improper plates, ticket number ending in 6439. I'm gonna turn your attention to March 29, 2023. Were you driving a 2005 Chevy?
Yes,
Were you in the area of Schoolcraft and Strathmore in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
yes.
And on that day, did you have proper and valid car insurance?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
I'm satisfied, yes.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Barnes for the amended charge of improper plates. Okay, and then I'm also gonna turn your attention to, just wanna make sure I'm missing. Did you check him and make sure he has nothing else other than those 3 that's on the docket?
No, he has the other ones that's in there that's highlighted in pink. They pulled out his stuff.
It's highlighted in pink?
Look at this. Like something folded up. There you go.
All right. I only put 3 on the record. I just want the court to reflect that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional charges.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's not.
Oh my goodness.
It's 9. They're gonna have to redo that.
Who's gonna have to redo it?
Mr. Goss, because it's 9 instead of 6. They only thought it would just be 6. Okay,
Mr. Arm, give me one moment, please.
Certainly.
it's 9. It's 9. Yeah.
That's what I
Including the
said.
3. Oh,
Charges.
I thought you said 6.
I said I read 3 on the record, 6 additional.
9 additional.
9 additional?
Yes.
Oh, so these are additional, all
Yes.
added.
Yeah.
Ms. Sharon, 9 additional charges. Okay, so 3 read onto the record, 9 additional charges.
There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna use number ending in 6438 for the second improper plates. Turning your attention, it's the same date, March 29th, 2023. You stated that you were driving a 2005 Chevy and you were in the area of Schoolcraft and Strathmore. On that date, was the vehicle registered or titled properly?
No, ma'am. No plates on.
Okay, so the court is satisfied. Mr. Arm, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Judge.
The court is also satisfied. Do you stipulate the probable cause on the dismissals?
I do.
Okay. The court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Barnes for the amended charge of improper plate on ticket number ending in 6438. All other charges will be dismissed without prejudice, Mr. Barnes. For these 2, however, I am going to assess fines and fees of $220 each. That's $440 total. Are you working?
No, I get a disability check every month.
Are you able to do community service?
I work with Parks and Recreation to do the baseball on Sunday, and I can't talk to them about that.
Okay, so the Department of Probation will have to approve that though, and if they don't approve that, would you be willing to do other community service in lieu of that?
Yes, ma'am, if I have to.
Okay, so in lieu of paying the two, well, actually, it would be $440. In lieu of paying $440, you can do 40 hours of community service.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're gonna provide your phone number to Madam Clerk before you leave, and Department of Probation will contact you to set up those 40 hours of community service. If they approve that, what you're already doing as community service, I have no objections to it.
Yes, ma'am.
But it has to be approved by them, what you do for the community
Yes,
service. If you're unable to do community service, then you need to pay the $440. And those are going, I'm gonna have you come back on September 21st.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You can come on Zoom if you can operate your phone.
Work.
Okay, all right. So it'll be an in-person hearing on September 21st at 8:30 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're free to go. Make sure you give her your phone. Well, you can write here. You want me to give you a sticky?
Yep. Stay put for 1 second. Any
It's
paperwork?
open. It's open. All right, Mr. Boyer. Mr. Boyer, I have checked in with you several times. I've asked you to unmute your phone on the Zoom features that we have. I am calling your name for the 5th time, probably. Mr. Boyer, if you do not respond, we will have to consider that you did not appear in court. Mr. What was gonna be Mr. Boyer's plea?
He was gonna plead to 1 failure to display and 2 improper plate.
I can't do that without him.
So Mr. and Mr. Burns.
Have a nice day.
Mr. Burns, wait one
I just
moment,
want
Mr.
you to
Burns.
know we did hear you on all your tickets, but that's not for your civil infraction tickets, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right.
So stop at the front desk down there at the cashier's desk and get a complete printout of your civil infraction.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh, Mr. Boyer.
Star 6 to unmute, sir.
I'm gonna remove Mr. Boyer from the room. Mr. If you will wait about 5 minutes to see if he logs back in.
Okay.
You wanna let Terrence in? No. Don't even let him in. We ain't seeing his face. I just wanna let him in. Why? Otherwise, you're gonna have to answer his phone call later.
That's true.
Do you know?
We don't even know who that is. We don't even have a Terrence.
Good morning.
He's not connected to audio.
Can he see my chat?
He's connected to audio now. Terrence.
What is it?
Terrence Brown.
What page is he on?
He's supposed to be here at 9 o'clock.
Mr. Brown,
Yes, ma'am.
what time was your hearing?
At 9 a.m., I had to leave my job for this today. I thought he would let me. Excuse me.
What time do you work?
I work from 5 a.m. to 2.
You work from 5 a.m. to what?
2 p.m.
And what time did you leave work?
I left work at 10 because I thought he would let me at least do my Zoom call, but he said I could not.
Your boss
do
said
the
that you couldn't?
Zoom call. I would have to leave and just take off. Yes, I
Your
will have to
boss-
leave and take off because I run a press. Yes, I run a press machine.
Sorry, girl. I don't know what Mr. Garcia is, but we can't take off the picture. All right. Is that Mr. Boy? Is that Mr. Boyer back? Did Mr. Boyer check back in?
He did. That was him.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Boyer. You weren't responding to us. We were trying to get your attention Can you get Mr. Goss in here?
Mr. Brown, have a seat for us somewhere if you can.
Yeah, I've been
Would you-
trying to get connected, but it seems like it's not getting me in on the connection.
Okay, Mr. Boyer, I'm gonna recall your case now, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Brown, I need you to be still, sir. You're gonna make me dizzy. Now calling the People versus Darnell Boyer, recalling the People versus Darnell Boyer, lead ticket number SP 1194444, count 1, improper license. Please state your appearance for the record again for us, Mr. Irons.
Good morning, Judge Daniel Arm, on behalf of Mr. Boyer. Mr. Boyer, state your name, please.
Darnell Boyer.
Today is the date and time set for pretrial. What is the offer?
Offer, Judge, is that my client would plead to 1 charge of failure to display and 2 charges.
I'm sorry, Mr. Arm, I only got 1 charge of failure to display.
2 charges of improper plates.
2 improper. 2 improper plates, okay. Give me 1 second to sort out which ones they're gonna use.
Three zero four two.
3043?
I'm sorry, 3042 and 3043, same thing.
Oh, okay. No problem. All right, that's 1 failure to display and 2 improper plates on 1 ticket. Mr. Boyer, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Arm. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty? Are you pleading guilty?
Yes.
Are you guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. You're going to either, you're gonna say, I swear, or you're gonna say, I affirm, but you're not gonna say both. I swear or affirm
I swear affirm
that the testimony I give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
the testimony I give today be the truth and the entire truth.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Turning your attention to March 4th, 2022. Were you driving a 2002 Volkswagen?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Harper and Kensington in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, I didn't have a valid license.
Okay. And was the vehicle, did the vehicle have proper plates on it?
The police wasn't proper either, ma'am.
Say that again, Mr.
No,
Boyer.
the police wasn't proper. It wasn't proper.
Okay. And did you also have, did you have valid insurance on that day, sir?
No, I didn't, man.
All right. Satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Boyer for the amended charge of failure to display on count 1 of ticket number ending in 4304, count 2, improper plates as charged, and count 3 will be an amended charge or enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of improper plates as well. Mr. Boyer, are you working?
No, I'm not. No, every now and then I work at the yacht club on Detroit Belle Isle. And yeah, and it's been slow. I haven't worked here in a while. I got a day coming up this Saturday, so I'm like at the bottom of the list on there. Other than that, I just get my Social Security.
Okay, so for the record, the rest of your matters are going to be dismissed without prejudice. I failed to state that. And for the 3 that you pled to, it's going to be a total of $600 Yeah, it would be a total of $600 or 60 hours of community service. Are you able to do 60 hours of community service?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We have your phone number. Is it correct on the screen? 570-7903?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I believe they'll block that out. So we have your phone number, Mr. Boyer, and the Department of Probation is going to contact you. I'm assessing fines and fees in each case of $200 per count for a total of, wait, did I say 60 hours?
60 hours.
Okay, so 60 hours of community service, and they will contact you. You'll return here with proof that you've completed the community service. I'll give you 60 days to do that, August 21st, 2023 at 8:30.
Okay. You say August 23rd?
They can come in person.
August 21st, but you do need to come in person. Did you have a little bit of difficulties using your Zoom? So I'm gonna have you come in person on August 21st at 8:30.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm supposed to be, I'm already scheduled for a trip on the 20th of August. So can we reschedule that?
Yeah, make it.
When you come back, sir?
It should be back. It's gonna be like 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna be away, leaving like the 20th.
Okay, so the 28th.
Okay, August 28th.
Yes.
August 28th. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Have a good day.
Okay, so you want me to report back here? You said somebody gonna call me with the information?
Yes, the Department of Probation is gonna call you to set up your community service.
Okay.
Okay,
And
you're free to go.
Okay.
Come back in person with your proof that you completed it on the 28th at 8:30.
Okay, but where do you want me to come to? 36 District?
36 District Court, 421 Madison Street. This courtroom is 335.
335. And I'm gonna be coming back on the 28th. At what time?
8:30.
Okay.
Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Mr. Brown, I'm not sure that I'm going to be okay.
He's coming.
All right.
We're just waiting on Mr. Goss, Mr. Attorney Earn.
For what? Oh, for that new guy?
Yeah, for Terrence Brown.
Attorney Arm.
Oh, yes,
Hi. Mr. Brown has 19 matters. So it will be 3 FTDs and 3 improper plates.
I'll break that room.
You want to put him in a breakout room? Mr. Brown, go into breakout room number 3, sir.
Okay, we're ready, Judge. Jerry.
Where's your client? Did you tell him how to get back into the breakout, into the main session?
I'll go back.
Yeah, the last two.
I'm glad we did them.
Yeah.
And it took us, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You doing 190?
If he had said I woke up late or something, I wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. I am. Now calling the people versus Terrence Devon Brown, ticket number 217-312-781, driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 117-64533, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 117-6603, count 1 unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2 license driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 124-1344, count 1 driving while license suspended, count 3 improper plates. Ticket number SP 127-934, 2, count 1 unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2 improper plate. Ticket number, count 3 driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 128-7492, count 1 unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2 no insurance misdemeanor, count 3 driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 134-6712, count 1 improper plate, count 2 no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number, count 3 driving while license suspended. Ticket number SP 135-16092, 1 count of driving without a license. Ticket number SP 137-29832, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 140-4819, count 1 driving while license suspended or revoked, count 2 improper plates. Please state your appearance for the record, Attorney Yarn.
Daniel Alarm on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, state your name, please. Mr. Brown.
State your name for the record,
Yes.
sir.
My name is Terrence Brown.
Okay.
This is an offer for Mr. Goss, that my client would plead to 3 counts of failure to display and 3 counts of improper plates. He's been advised of his rights and he will accept the offer.
No.
Oh, his.
Mr. Brown, is that your understanding of the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Arm in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down. 1 moment, please, sir. I literally have to go through your tickets like a deck of cards. I
I
hope that
apologize.
you will not rack up this amount of tickets again in the future.
I'm trying to get my
All right.
life together right now, Ms. Yancey.
I hope so. I hope
That's why I
so.
stayed on the. That's why I stayed on the phone all morning. Left my job. I ain't want another warrant.
You want to see him? All right. So turning your attention to August 24th, 2021. Were you driving a 2009 blue Chevy?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Rutherford and Plymouth in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
And did you produce a valid or valid proof of insurance on that day, sir?
No,
Wait,
ma'am.
no,
That day I
wait,
was
no,
transporting that. No, ma'am.
no, you know what? I'm gonna allow, this is, wait 1 second, sir. This is a civil infraction of no proof of insurance on this ticket number, and it's from 2021. Is it in the code already? Okay, so scratch that one. Did you have proper plates on the vehicle on that day?
No, I did not.
All right, satisfied on that one, Counselor?
I'm satisfied.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of failure to display, which is count 1 of ticket number ending in 1344, count 1, and the plea as charged to the improper place on count 3 of the same ticket. So that's 1 failure to display, 1 improper plate. Now I'm going to turn your attention to March 15th, 2021. Were you driving a 2007 silver Chevy?
Yes, I was saying. You
Were
say
you in the
2000?
area?
Say 2001?
No, it says a 2007 silver Chevy, but if you were driving a silver Chevy and that's not the correct year, then
Miss, I don't even think I was even. No, that's not. I don't think that's me at all. 2007. I wasn't even graduated then.
No. The vehicle was a 2007, sir. This happened on March 15th, 2021.
Oh, okay. Yes, I would say that was me. Yes.
Okay. Were you driving a silver Chevy?
Yes, I used to junk cars, so I probably was driving a lot of different cars back then. I can't really recall the exact car.
Okay. Would you say that you were in the area of Finkel and
Yes.
Freeland in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
And when asked to produce valid registration for the vehicle, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Court is also satisfied and will enter a plea of guilty for the amended charge of improper plate on count 1 of ticket number ending in 6603 and the amended charge of failure to display on count 2 of the same ticket. Now I'm going to try to turn your attention. I don't have another actual ticket, but these are the travel lease orders. Do you want to give me any other? I don't have. Oh, no, never mind. I got a slew of tickets back here. Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Try to do a more recent one this time. Okay. Now I'm going to turn your attention to April 29th, 2022, were you driving a 2011 white Dodge?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in the area of Hartwell and Puritan in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
And were you also driving a vehicle with improper plates?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor? Counselor, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am satisfied.
Okay. The court is also satisfied and will enter guilty plea for improper plate on ticket number ending in 6712, count 1, and the amended charge of failure to display on the same ticket, count 3. All right. The court will dismiss all other matters without prejudice. And that's 3 and 3, right? Did you do the math already?
You said 190 times 6.
Mhm.
I got it right here.
You did it?
Right now. $1,140.
Okay.
1,100.
Mr.
Give him 6 months.
Mr. Brown, I went
Yes.
as low as I could possibly go statutorily because of how many tickets you had dismissed and how many you still have to pay. I went as low as I could. And that's still gonna come out to, that's 190 per charge. So you have 190 for each plea that you took, the 3 improper plates and the 3 FTDs. But it still totals $1,140. Can you come down to the court and enter into a payment agreement
Yes,
by?
I can come down today and actually put $100 down.
Okay, they are gonna require you to put something down, and I don't know what, but based on your income, they'll give you a payment. They'll give you a payment agreement.
You need like 20% of how much.
It's gonna be 20% down. We
20%, so
believe,
that's like $200.
yeah, it would be more like 200. Yeah, about
200 and some
250.
change. Yeah.
Yes. So the total is gonna be 1140. Other matters are gonna be dismissed. I will have you, as long as you come down before July 5th to enter into that payment agreement, you don't have to see me again. Uh-oh. I know that was a mistake.
Yeah, it probably was. He didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, let him know. But we're done with that one,
Yeah,
right?
we are.
We want these over.
Yeah,
On the right.
Mr. Arm, I think we're all set. We're off YouTube.